hear anything.
You're not hearing anything?
Now I hear it. Now I hear it. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Cool. How you doing, man?
All right.
Cool. Cool.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. They'll be here in a little bit. Um, I played just a little bit with YouTube Create. Have you played with that at all?
No, I saw what you. I couldn't. The thing that you posted, I couldn't get to play.
Hmm. That's
Uh,
weird.
so, but I saw that you did it. I don't think I don't think I saw that in my thing, in my YouTube yet.
So you can download the app from Apple, or I don't know if it's on Android. I would imagine it is because it's Google. Um, and play with it in the app. That's what I did this time.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can find it.
Yeah. So it's uses VO, and it's kind of weird in that it asks you to put in a prompt, and you put in the prompt. It says, create a video, and it gives you a prompt to entry place, and then you hit enter, and it gives you a page of images to choose from, and then you pick that image. And a couple of times I've had it say something to the effect of real people cannot be made at this time, or something along those, to where it won't accept real people.
Is it
Good morning,
watermark?
Babette.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, we're talking about YouTube Create this morning.
Oh, okay.
It's a free app, and so far is creating free videos, but sometimes it won't do realistic looking people. You get a
Oh,
content
yeah.
warning. But I did
Okay.
one, so I posted it in the group, and you can check it out. It's not the greatest. It's clunky. It's kludgy, but it's free. Um,
What's it called on your post? Oh, free YouTube creation.
Yep.
That's very
Mhm.
obvious. Okay,
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, good morning, Stephen.
Morning, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Good morning, Carmelo.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, I guess we already said Happy New Year already.
Yeah. We were talking about YouTube Create. Have you played with it, Carmelo?
Not yet. I was trying to look into that.
Yeah, it's an app. Download it for your phone. And the only troubles I've been running into are, well, it's a little kludgy, and it's not friendly to human images.
Meaning they're concerned about people doing deepfakes, or
that would be my assumption, but I don't know for sure.
So is it their answer to Sora 2?
Maybe. I haven't given it the obscure stuff that I can give Sora and get something good.
But is it? Are they using VO?
Yeah, they are. And I just did a post about it this morning. Okay. You can take a look at the video. I did like a 911 dispatcher. And I tried doing a couple arguing over dinner, and it made the images. And then when I tried to animate the images of the couple, it spit out a content violation for having humans. So.
So it generated the humans, and then it called it a violation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. But it's another, will it be watermarked? Well, I don't know. I would imagine it may have a VO. Now that I think about it, I didn't notice it, but it might have a VO in the lower right-hand corner, because I did remember seeing it on a generation I did last week.
Yeah, I think anything that's not a pro, like a high-level pro version, is always going to have a watermark.
Yeah, it seems like there's these moments of opportunity, like with Meta AI. There was definitely a sweet spot where you could get stuff. Hi, Gigi. Welcome.
Hey, glad to kind of be here.
Cool. Well, you're welcome to lurk if you want. You're welcome to chime in if you want. We were just talking about YouTube Create. It's a new app that allows you to use VO3. So I did a post on the site about it if you want to check it out. So,
Cool.
Babette, what are you up to?
Well, I'm sending an email right now, and I'm trying to do it on the down low. Thank you for
Oh,
calling me
okay.
out.
Oh, sorry.
No, but today I'm mostly focused. I have to make like, this is what I said, and the first time I chimed in, so you guys are like, she hasn't even done it yet. I have to make my husband's marketing video for his new website.
Okay.
And I was helping them build their Shopify site first, which kind of delayed me a bit. And I've also been a little intimidated. So I've been trying to like put it off and put it off and put it off. But I need to create the video where the person we have featured on the homepage goes into a building and then opens doors within an office and reveals stuff. Like she meets a new group and a new group and a new group. And I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do that where I can match the characters and like keep the office consistent? And I guess I'm just going to have to, I mean, should I, every time I prompt a new scene, should I start with like, here's what the office looks like, here's what the
Well,
door looks like?
start frame end frame on
Mhm.
using Kling on Higgsfield. Like if I was doing a project like that, that's probably the tool that I would use. If I was trying to do it for free, I don't know.
I've had a lot of success with Grok by uploading the picture and then explaining what I want, because that's how I got the first batch of videos.
Mhm.
They're like single scenes, you know, they're like, oh, she randomly does this, she randomly does this. I haven't been able to have to connect them, and it does kind of go off the rails sometimes.
Have you asked Grok, the bot Grok, what,
No.
like, I would ask it if it, tell it what you want to do and see if it has a suggestion for you.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
a lot of times when I run into a stumbling block, I'll
Mhm.
go ask different MLMs, what should I, here's what I'm trying to do. What is your suggestion?
Mhm.
And so that can be very helpful in coming up with a different approach.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Also,
I
don't
will
be
chime
afraid to
actually
start,
do
right?
have
I was just going to chime in that it's also really good to do that if you're going between tools. So if you're using tool A with tool B, is to specifically ask Grok or ChatGPT or whatever about it, because it's synthesized everybody's posts.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
and I do dueling LLMs. I send prompts back and forth between the two of
Oh.
them to assess the outcomes.
You know, sometimes I use one to prompt the other one. So I'll say, I'm building it on this. Give me the best prompt to say this. Um, because I find that if I start with the prompt on the platform, if it's not exactly right, sometimes it just doesn't get out of that system. You know, it just
Yeah.
keeps wanting to spit out the same thing.
Yeah, that's like a problem with with using the memory. It's useful, like
Mhm.
I have memory on Gemini, but sometimes it just annoys me because it's like, no, stop.
You know speaking of memory, I had a problem yesterday. I was looking for a conversation I had about the Skool platform, and because I didn't add the Skool platform, like it didn't select it for the title on ChatGPT, it could not find my chat. Like
If
I
you
thought my
search,
chat
you
would.
can search the full text of the chat.
Because I went to search chats, I put the name. Is there a way where it's like, please search full chat versus just the title? Because, or maybe it was a glitch in the system, but I was very
Well, I would
disappointed.
just try to think of a keyword in there that's not a common keyword for other chats, you know?
Well, I thought Skool, because it was the only time I had ever
Yeah, I
asked
mean, if
about
it
it.
yeah, it should come up on the list. If it doesn't,
It didn't. It was
sometimes things get lost. I've had that
yeah.
problem with ChatGPT, with my custom GPTs. It wasn't storing the results of those, even though it's supposed to.
Yeah, no, I was very disappointed. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Is it gone?" And then I actually went and found it, and then I changed the title to it. So I figured that way I'm gonna
Mm,
find it.
yeah, that's cool.
What about you, Tim? What are you working on that's fun and exciting and that's all your own?
Well, I can't say it's all my own. It's based on other IP, but I've been having a lot of fun with my girl Gilligan, if Gilligan was a girl. And I'm probably going to do some type of Valentine's episode of that. It seems to be the thing I'm getting the most views on YouTube. Um, so that's kind of fun. And then I'm experimenting with doing some fake trailer mashups as kind of a next step for comedy gum. So
That's
and
cool.
potentially doing those as 16 by 9 instead of 9 by 16. I haven't done any 16 by 9 videos on comedy gum yet. So I'm doing some experiments there, trying to find a workflow and have a fun comical trailer.
That's
How
cool.
would you differentiate between those, between the vertical and horizontal? Would you just have them
W-
all together, or
So on YouTube, there's different places to post. You've got your shorts,
Mhm,
where I've been posting, and then you've got videos. And so YouTube wants the shorts to be short, as
mhm.
in 30 seconds or less seems to be a good sweet spot for me anyway. And then they want longer form video, like they would love 8 minute to 10 minute videos on the video tab. But I'm probably, I'm going to be stretched to come up with 90 seconds of something for the video. Um, so we'll see. And then, eventually I'll do comedy sketches where that'll be more like Saturday Night Live type sketches in the video tab on YouTube. That's the goal. But right now it's been tough getting I mean, it's everything. If you've got money, you can get consistency. If you're trying to do it inexpensively, the consistency is hard, with the exception of Sora. But I keep looking. It's a bootstrap operation, and I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, getting to, like, 8 minutes, 5 to 10 seconds at a time is a bit of effort, so
Tom, you've done some longer. What's like the longest thing you've done?
I've done 5 minute things, but they're not sequential. They're not like consistent. They're short shots designed around the script. So it's not. I haven't done long things. I have the
Gotcha.
same problems with consistency and character consistency and not having the money to do it, the best way
Yeah.
possible.
Are you still doing everything in like comfy type situations?
No, I mean, I haven't done anything for about 2 weeks, but I was doing things in I did I did one longer video in Grok and in Kling. Um,
Okay.
and because it was stylized, it kind of meshed together good. Um, but Grok is the main one, just mainly because it's not watermarked. And Kling is good just because I bought the subscription when it was Black Friday, and I have to use it.
Mhm. Keep forgetting to use my Runway. Like I never have anything that I want to do on Runway, and like a month will go by, and it's like, oh, there's $15 I wish I didn't spend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any workflow stuff on Runway you can't do anywhere else, that would be a good reason to sort of force you to do it.
Yeah, I just haven't come into those situations yet. I mean, there've been a few times where I've been working on a short film that I have, but I've put that project on hold right now just because it's really dark and I don't know how well it would do in a festival, and I don't know if it would be accepted on YouTube. I mean, it definitely could be posted on X, but I I'm having more fun with the comedy stuff right now.
Gigi, what
Mellow,
kind of content do you make?
I'm coming off of about a 3-month gap on working on a mockumentary. And I was going to ask you guys, one of my things I keep feeling like I'm reinventing the wheel is essentially storyboarding. Because I've got my set, my first frames on a lot of stuff, and then it's like, how do I visualize that so that I can kind of track all of my in progress uh, scenes. So I'm kind of old fashioned thinking of it in terms of a traditional storyboard. And I don't know if there's good systems or tools you guys have found for that or alternatives.
yeah, I don't know that anybody in this group is heavy on the storyboarding stuff because we just don't want to spend the money on the platforms. Welcome, Darcy. You're welcome to lurk and listen if you're at work. Darcy's a new member I had a call with the other day. So.
Hello,
Sorry, I was
Darcy.
my baby. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Good, good.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, baby.
Hello, baby.
So, repick, I want to say, is something that I've heard people use for storyboarding. There's tools inside that, and then if Ron was here, I would ask him about Flow. Have you played with that, Stephen? Google Flow.
Yeah, I've used Google Flow. It's a useful tool. I haven't used it really for storyboarding, but you can sequence stuff in it, and you can. Um, it sort of bridges the gap between the sort of one-off clip generation. It basically you can generate clips into a timeline, and you can even like if you have an 8-second clip and you go, oh, that ending doesn't quite work, you can trim it back to like 6 seconds and then continue generation from there. So it'll kind of automatically take the last frame for you and go to and generate the next clip, that sort of thing. Or you can mix and match different clips together in that timeline. So it sort of helps build a timeline for you.
Cool.
Gigi,
I was using Figma too to try to kind of lay it out visually so I could see it and then link to assets. And then there's oh shoot, I want to say Bluescape, but it's not Bluescape. There's several tool advertisers have been using, but not necessarily for AI. So trying to see a way that I can see my stuff without just having it kind of be file names and single clips. So yeah.
I use
yeah,
Flow for storyboarding kinda, but I do it with just image generation first. And I'll have Flow do one image and then I'll have them do a 3x3 grid of that same image just with different angles. And then I'm able to extract one of the photos, animate it, and then extract all of the photos in the same scene to where it looks consistent and it's the same background and everything. And that's been really working for me.
Oh, cool.
Because Nano Banana is good at doing that multiple angle thing.
Exactly, and like no credits. You don't take any credits at all. Just it's zero to generate images. It's just the 20 with the videos. So I can create as many images as I want. I can really map out my scenes, and if I want to animate one of the stills, then I will.
Yeah, it is. I think it's still under Google Labs, and sometimes they just cut you off in the middle and saying, "Oh, you've used this too much."
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's under Google Apps Flow, but like when you're generating your images or videos or whatever, when you're like in the actual box at the bottom, you just have to switch to create images and they'll
Mhm.
say like it takes 0 credits to generate and you
Mm,
could just go on forever. Like I made
okay,
so many different images
that's
of
cool.
all my different characters and I just kept going.
Yeah,
I've
one
How
thing
are
I've
that's
you?
heard
interesting
Oh,
about Flow is that it kind of assumes you're in the same timeline. So if you're working on different stuff, you kind of have to create different projects.
I've heard that when you're doing characters and you're going to need to up-res them, um, you want to do a 2 by 2 grid instead of a 3 by 3 grid. I haven't done it myself, but it is something I've heard people talk about.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
how do you tell it to do different angles? Are you doing that in the prompt, or how are you?
Yeah, directly in the prompt, and I just put different camera angles. The
Okay.
video that I watched that I got this idea from, he had a master prompt where it's like this is a 3 by 3 grid, different camera angles, and then he did different facial expressions. I mean, he was able to really get all different types of shots just from the stills.
Can you share that video? I'd love to see it. I'd be like,
Yeah, I think I
okay,
found it
awesome.
in here actually.
Yeah, there.
Darcy, are you the one who did Real Housewives of AI?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love it. Good
Thank
job, by the
you.
way.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love reality TV, so why not get it
Oh,
out?
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, the video. Yeah, I think I saw it in here. I don't know who posted, but as soon as I joined the group, it was the first video I saw, and that literally helped me a lot.
I'll go through that.
Hmm.
Whoa, but say that later. Sorry.
Carmela, how things going on your project?
Good. Still writing up some more ideas. I'm actually listening to you guys talk about storyboarding, getting inspired over here. I'm trying to storyboarding out some ideas. I got a rough plan, kind of roughed out, but now I just really need to get some shots and make my
Is
character.
is there a day this week that you want to have another group call
Poss-
about that?
Possibly Wednesday, but I need to see what happens by tonight and tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. I've got time Wednesday morning, so
Okay. All
let
right.
me know.
Roger that. Will do.
Cool.
Mr. Rings, watch later.
Yeah. Also, from within Flow, you can output up to 2K with just a regular Google membership, and then you can get up to 4K. But that's another level, and I'm already paying $20 a month, so I don't know what that costs. And that's for the images, for the specific for just images. I don't know for videos. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, for videos you can do 1080p output.
I wonder what time the price will be where you just output whatever and pay for the upres, and the upres is so inexpensive that there's no way you would ever pay for a high res version of the tool.
Oh, interesting. Well, there's still artifacts. I mean, and I'm not sure it's as good as Topaz. I haven't done side by side, but there's some weird artifacts that happen when you upres.
Yeah, when Mike ever jumps in, or if you want to ping Mike, he's definitely the upres dude. Um, he's had all kinds of hard drive issues and photo corruption issues, and he's been dealing with just a lot of nonsense, nastiness, technically. Um, so, um, but he's used Topaz, and then there's another one that he really likes, and I can't think of the name of it right now. But he does a lot of upres.
Well, and I guess in Photoshop they have their tool, their Firefly tool now for upres.
Oh, I haven't talked to anybody that's done that with Firefly yet.
Oh, I forget that Firefly can do that. All these
Yeah,
things.
I think it's a relatively new feature. I just didn't notice it before.
Gigi, did you go to CES?
For the first time in a long time, no. I actually hung out with family in Seattle and skipped the craziness. I've definitely
Nice.
heard a lot about all of the AI everythings, but missed it this year. Did you go?
I did not. I didn't hear anything groundbreaking there. I mean, everything was robot, robot, robot. Um, and nothing that I've come across or talked to anyone yet has been like, oh, that's, I mean, the big takeaway is that, you've got to create your online presence now. You need to be a trustworthy source, a creative source of storytelling now, because the market's just going to be flooded with AI created slop that has no human attached to it. And the only way to survive in the future is to have your own following and be able to monetize that following. So
Definitely
that
hearing that a
seems,
lot. That and a lot of GEO stuff, generative engine optimization, the fact that in this weird search for in the LLMs for everything, that's all malleable now. So but I heard that mostly before CES, not as much coming out of CES. So you
mhm.
can, whether it's using your schema stuff and making it so if you search for related content that it will find you quickly because people haven't monkeyed with that yet. Or a lot of people haven't monkeyed with that yet.
Yeah, I think some of the SEO tools are doing that, are figuring out how to make your website friendly for generative.
Yeah, and a lot of it, though, is answering the question on your site about your work so that it comes to you for the answer to the question, but that's a whole longer soap opera. I'm working in kind of a weird between space on the content, so trying to figure out who I want to show up and where I want it to show up, but I'm still chewing actual
That's
words.
the thing with generative content on websites, and that goes back to doing websites. Everyone comes up with these ideas, but then when they want to swap content, no one thinks about how many character limits there are for the title versus this, because everything is basically like fluid design using AI to write everything now.
Yep.
So everything basically is a big infographic page nowadays with keywords. And now there's a lot of talk too about nobody's even writing marketing SEO for us as humans. They're writing marketing SEO for AI because everyone's using AI to scan stuff. So websites aren't even showing stuff that's relevant to us. It's more keywords so they can pop up based on the AI looking for GEO SEO, which is insane.
But I mean,
But, like,
there's always been a balance with search engine optimization and human optimization. That's been a while, so I guess it's up to us to actually read the output and go, does that read okay for humans?
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of it, though, is kind of as Tim is referencing, it's really getting to be the curatorial voice on a lot of this stuff before it gets to be pure slop. And a lot of folks who are building sort of new curation by being findable by genre and type. I mean, there's some Wild West going on right now. But how to find in a world of slop. One of the stats that came out of one of the CES things was that content now is being made by about 1% of people. And so you have the volume is coming out of a very small number of voices, despite all of you guys' our work on building new content. But yeah, slap engines.
Gigi, how long is your mockumentary?
It is a bunch of shorts. So it's I'm right now hacking away at episode 3. So it's like 3-minute shorts that all tie together into a very weird story. So
Love it. That sounds fun.
yeah.
Mock.
It's a story from the future about today
Ooh,
with a
interesting.
with a cast of characters from 2035 who are then opining on all our insanity right now. So
Oh,
Sounds scary.
cool.
Yeah, right.
it is. It's trying to be it's very much of a dark comedy.
Okay, very thought provoking. I love it.
That's cool.
So we've got who all here is playing with Grok on a regular basis?
Obviously me.
I'm not, but it's interesting that all the other tools are, you know, getting more and more restrictive, and Grok is letting people undress celebrities. So
Oh, they pulled that already. That went on for like a full day and a half, and then they're no longer doing that. Now the new one is taking the girl away and just putting her clothes there, so it looks like an empty, it's like invisible clothing chick. Gronk. Let's put a photo up there.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what the management of Grok is like. Like how involved is Elon, if at all, and who's running it? Is it a bunch of 25-year-old dudes or what?
I think Elon was fine with it until enough people objected.
Sure, but I just mean I wonder what the day-to-day operations are like there.
It's a good
You know,
question.
part of the problem is not just even the operations. I'm not talking about Grok in particular, but just AI in general is I think I told you guys this. I was doing some testing for Outlier to see how some of these, when we were building our AI tool, how some of these platforms work. And you can do some testing for other platforms, like you can be paid or whatever. And we think that we're like completely free. We're not free because there's people who are working on places like Outlier who are paid to tell the AI what is the best answer, what is the best image, what is like acceptable. And then there's people above them that manage them that then test to see if their answers are correct. And then it goes to the platform. So there are all these rules and restrictions, and there's the way that things are being presented at such a like high level. By the time it gets to the consumer, and these are all like the upcoming, like what's the future of the AI platform, like the newer models, and all of them, like even in the directions that they give their testers are like they're written specifically to get the testers to then control how the content is made and created and what prompt works best and how to understand the prompt. I mean, there's a whole system here that no one sees that's pretty bad. I'm always shocked. I'm always like, how could that be in the directions? Like, I don't understand. So, I think yes, they have some control over it, but it's the testers who are like refining these platforms that are the ones who are really building like how the AI communicates. So be careful. Don't put anything private.
But
Interesting.
Like
it's
when
all
you put something
I mean, it's
private,
just
do not say anything embarrassing.
reinforcement training. They've been doing that, I think, all along.
Yeah, but it's the way that they do the way that they do the training is like it's so manipulative of getting the AI to respond a certain way before the user even communicates with it. So it's like it you create the prompt, you see what the answer is, or they give you the answer because someone else created the prompt, and then you have to justify why the prompt is good or not good. But then the training that they use to get the people involved and the training that they use for the managers, it's really odd. Like not it's not like a free thinking, whatever. You're like very restricted by what you can say is a good prompt. And that's controlling the next version of whatever the prompts or whatever the platforms are. So it's not
It's kind of
I
like
think
Midjourney, where you look at images and rate them, and
It's exactly the same. In fact, Outlier has some of those same kind of tests as Midjourney.
yeah, exactly.
I
But with
just
the
lost
prompts and
patience.
stuff,
I was on Outlier and I just lost patience. It's like every day oh, well, you need to take this new training. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible. I thought it would be good to learn. I'm like, oh, I can see I'm getting some
that's what
good
I thought.
information here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not. And you can use the free tools.
Yeah. That part is cool because I don't pay for some of them. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. So I thought it would be a great idea. And they had, it's interesting opportunity. But no, I think it's built to make you do the training, and I think that's the free money that they get for the people.
True.
And then they say, "Oh, sorry, no, nothing's available."
Right.
It's
Yeah. There's
something's
no
not right
project.
there.
There's no project now. But take another training sequence.
You didn't qualify. I'm like, what? How is that possible? Yeah, no, I get it.
PG, have you heard of anyone talking about uh, the different Chinese models and any sketchy business?
A lot of people using the Chinese models, including me, but you mean in terms of having your stuff tracked or having stuff pushed at you, or what are you thinking in terms of sketchy business?
Well, like one of the things that came up last week was that with Kling, or no, actually Higgsfield, I think, maybe Kling and Higgsfield is the ownership. Stephen, were you one that kind of brought that up?
I think Kling, last I checked, the ownership was okay, but I'm not sure about Higgsfield, which is sort of weird because a lot of times they're just going through APIs to other tools. So certainly possible.
Yeah, I thought there was something about, they have rights in perpetuity to the stuff and they can do with
Oh,
it whatever they want.
right. Yeah, that they have non-exclusive right to use it for marketing and things like that,
I didn't know it was specifically marketing. I thought there
or
was.
sub-licensing. Yeah, you're right. There was something about Higgsfield that I saw, but
Yeah, it's almost like they could use it as stock footage and sell it off or create stuff their own.
No, had not heard that on the Chinese models. I tend to use some of the open source versions and use it just on prem. So
Yeah, Tom's big on the desktop open source.
mhm.
Just because it's free.
Well,
well,
I've also
Higgsfield has
in
a
part
lot.
so it's also not trackable and not involved in my search, etc. Is Grok still sharing searches um on Google?
I don't know.
Because that was one of the big things a few months ago, is that if you did searches, especially with the chatbot version of it on, that they were searchable on Google. So people had opened the door to quite a few of their mental meanderings out for public consumption. Um, so I don't know if that stopped. That's one of the reasons where I thought I'm gonna not have Grok in my workflow, but
Yeah, I've only played with it a few times and I've not done a project on it. Sora has definitely had me captivated since it came out. It's like I wish there was the app on the phone for some reason is just so enjoyable for me to create on. I I I'm not stuck to a desktop. I can do it anywhere, and it's just very freeing. And I wish there was a pro version in the app to where I could upgrade or that I did notice that when I run out of credits now, um, they'll try to upsell me on more credits, and it's not really a good deal on the upsell. So I just wait till the next day.
Kling has an app, has a mobile app. It's not as good as their web app.
Hmm. Yeah, it's tough to find good creation tools on the app. I mean on the phone. I've been using um, iMovie and Premiere. Premiere gave me a lot of troubles and is starting to get better, smoother. They launched a new version of Premiere on the phone, and so I've been playing with that. But
Is it
for
better?
for
Is it better than
take
iMovie?
It's debatable because there's some things iMovie does that you can't do in Premiere. And then this new YouTube Create has an editor built into it, and I haven't played with it yet. I probably will.
Well, there's also
Um,
Final Cut for iOS now, but I think that's more about doing
the
multi-camera
iPad.
shoots.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's iPad-ish too. But I'm not looked into
I
getting
think there's a
another
version
phone.
for iPhone and iPad, but
Okay, I'll
I
have to
think
check it out.
I think it was like the big use cases, so you could have like 5 iPhones running and do like live TV switching on your iPad.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I wish somebody would do a video generation plugin for Final Cut Pro. That would be really cool, is to be able to generate videos right in your editing app.
Yeah. Well, you can with Premiere with Firefly, right? I think.
Yeah, I haven't played with it. I never got into the Adobe tool set.
Well, also Firefly was really crap until recently, so I haven't really had much. It's gotten a lot better, but I haven't done much with it.
Carmelo, have you played with it at all?
Not enough. Firefly, not enough. Just in the beginning, and then I fell off.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if it's like you don't see how it fits into your workflow and it's not useful, you test it out and that's it. You're done.
Yeah, they have certain things like they have. I think a lot of the early use cases that are good on Firefly are things like just in photos doing extending photos and removing like wires from photo, removing stuff from photos. I think those were things that they wanted to do really quickly because those are common needs of photographers.
Yeah,
Mm.
makes sense.
We need the AI app that just makes the whole video and everything all by itself with one word.
Well, I'm sure you could do that with Sora.
Right.
So I'm on Higgsfield and it's saying you grant the company non-exclusive, transferable, perpetual, irrevocable, worldwide, fully paid, royalty-free, sub-licensable through multiple tiers of sub-licenses, right? To license, use, copy, reproduce, modify, adapt, prepare, derivative works, translate, blah, blah, distribute, publicly perform, blah, 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 blah. So basically, yeah, they can do anything they want with anything you generate in Higgsfield. Which is very different than, oh, we can use your stuff for marketing.
Yeah, that is a big difference for sure.
Imagine if you have a hit like Microdrama and suddenly they're like, we're
Yeah,
going to produce episodes of that now too. Or we're going to
yeah, for sure.
we're going to sell it for TV distribution in Europe or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right.
They may not intend to use it that way. They may just want to have the flexibility, but still who wants to have that liability sitting out there.
Yeah.
And if you're doing something where at some point you need to get investors, they're going to look at this and go, oh yeah, we can't invest.
Damn. What site was that?
Higgsfield.
Oh, that's down Higgsfield. Oh, okay.
Now I'm going to look at Kling. I'm going to go through all of them and look and see. They probably all have some version of that, but the question is how.
And a lot of it's also on some of the final hosting sites as well. So Veo flipped the switch on that, about 4 or 5 months ago. Luma was built that way, that they were originally a Gaussian splat, wonderful tool. And under the hood, they then chewed on everyone's work to create the tool.
Luma actually stole something of mine early on and used it as a promo, and I didn't even create it on Luma. I created it on a different platform.
Wow.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't awesome at the time.
No, totally.
I mean,
What'd they take?
they modified it, but clearly it was like they took something I did and reran it and called it their own. So
Good.
Damn. All right.
Tom, are you going to have time to work on anything this week?
No. Oh, next week. I'm so backlogged.
Yeah. Babette, when do you finish up on the pitch decks that you're working on?
That's muted.
You muted. Maybe she's on a call. Steven, anything going on this week?
yeah, so I've been working on. I've generated like, I don't know, so many videos over the past 2 years, and I'm trying to figure out um, some framing story devices to kind of assemble longer pieces, mixing different
Mhm.
clips together. So I'm doing that. I'm also wanting to regenerate some things that I thought were good, but not quite right. And it's hard. It's reassembling, regenerating something on a better upgraded model isn't exactly easy because you can't always even use the same prompts. You have to go back and figure out how to nudge it in the direction you want. So I'm doing a bit of that, and I'm also thinking about how I might create a micro drama.
Darcy, you got your launch on February 1st. Well,
Sorry, guys,
oh,
I'm
there
trying to
you
put my baby to sleep.
go. Okay, no worries.
But yes, February 1st is my premiere date. Yes. On
Awesome.
immersiveverseos.com.
Gigi, and what's coming up for you this week?
Um, Puddling along on stepping back onto the computer for some of my projects, but also I uh, pledged for 4 different organizations to do some AI basics workshops. I'm not quite sure why in the world I said yes to that, but I'm building not one-on-one and not video, but how to use AI for enhancing your creative work classes. So I'm building those out, not on Skool, on system, so that they're ready for when I do these 4 sessions to have a revenue stream coming out after it. So putting some video into it and some AI video into it. So back into course creation with a lot of this stuff.
Fun, fun, fun. Carmelo, I know what you're up to.
Yeah, that's on track.
Carmelo has a series that he started on Sora and um, took to
YouTube, right?
YouTube. Yeah. And so it's about a doctor, or it's about a guy who escapes prison. He escapes jail, and
Yeah.
he runs into a hospital and pretends to be a doctor. So and
Try.
comedy ensues.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm actually storyboarding stuff out right now for my rough.
Cool, 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 cool. Well, anyone got anything else to bring up?
I
All
think
right.
so.
Well, cool. Thanks for joining in. And if you see anything cool, I think things are getting a little slow right now because we're getting close to Super Bowl, and I'm wondering how many AI Super Bowl ads we're going to see. That's my speculation, is that a lot of the people who are working in AI that post a lot about AI are doing stuff for the Super Bowl, but I could be wrong. It could be something else, but it does seem
Yeah,
like that quiet time.
yeah. We'll see if social media takes away from the commercials.
Oh, that's a good point. Counter programming. That'd be really interesting. Yeah.
I wonder about what's going to happen in NAB this year. It'll probably be a lot about AI.
Yeah. Like who's gonna be there this year, you know? Like who's out of business because of AI?
Right?
Right. When
Yeah.
there's just basically yeah, there's the whole other thing going on with the consolidation of the business, of the TV business.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, for sure. All righty. Well, y'all have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Well, definitely I'll be there. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good one. Bye.
Bye.